So I opened up my Chrome browser the other day and it had updated with Google Lens as a new feature that you could use. Obviously, I went and installed it right away and started to play around with what it is and how I could use it. So these are my use cases. The kinds of things that it can do is identify from a screenshot within the browser what is an object, what is the location of the picture that it's screenshot, what's the text within it, what's the shopping item that you might want to buy from somewhere. It basically uses the area of the screen that you've selected, and you can run a search with words to support that search if you need more than just the image. For example, on my Pinterest board, I've got a bunch of stuff saved. And if I wanted to identify the movie that this image came from, maybe I knew it was from a movie but couldn't quite put my finger on what was the movie that this is from, I can right click on it, search with Google Lens. It comes up with the search bar on the right hand side, and I can add to the search what movie is this from, which will hone the results down to things that have the movie name. And there it is, Saltburn. Ah, it's from Saltburn. Highly recommended. Another thing that I thought I would use the lens search for is translating text. So even if it's kind of wacky text like this is from a building, you can right click on this, search with Google Lens, and I can say, over here, it gives you now the option. It's identified that this is text. I either want to select or translate. So in this case, I want to translate. And it is translated farmacia to pharmacy. How about that? And it says it's Italian, so you can kind of identify the language and what the text says. The next one is if I wanted to actually copy the text out of an image. So I found this example. If I use the extension button for this one, click on the extension button and it says, cool, you can now select what you want to search. I'm going to select this whole section and say select text. And then once I've got that, I can copy the text. I can paste the text. And it would tell me all of the things that were in the pasted text. Oh, it looks like it grabbed some from over here. So you can actually play around with the box size so it doesn't grab text from outside the box. Well, in this case it has. Yeah, so a little bit quirky, but you can do things with that. Identifying things. So another thing I like to do is pin locations that I might not know where they are. If I right click and search with Google Lens on this one, I can say, where is this? And the first result is, hey, it's in Isobella, Taormina in Sicily. And then you can learn a little bit about that. Another one is if I want to identify a plant. I think there's a plant Shazam app as well. But in this case, say I found this image online. I was like, what is the name of this plant? And maybe it doesn't say it on the image anywhere. I can search with Google Lens. And if I add the words, what is this plant? It'll help like hone the results. And then first result, black-eyed Susan, because it's a black-eyed Susan. And then the final use case with the shopping function. I don't know how often I will use this one because I'm more of a vintage or secondhand shopper when I can be, but just look at these tiny shoes, they're too cute. If I use the image search option, either by right-clicking or using the extension, select the image, and then maybe I can find examples of what the style of that particular shoe is, or you could find out more information about the thing that you have saved. So yeah, those are some use cases. I think the more that I use it, the more I will understand what else I can use it for. But my first thought was Pinterest. I've saved a bunch of things. I have no idea where they've come from or what they are. It would be really helpful to be able to identify. And then of course you can go back, take that information and like populate it back into your Pinterest board if that is helpful to you. It's so particular to your own personal needs and uses, but those were some of mine. Hope this helps. I recommend just, adding it to your Chrome browser and giving it a whirl and see what it might be able to do for you. Thanks. Bye.